Hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda7 here again, and welcome to another episode of the Hardcore Iron Man Progress series here today. In this video, we're going to be going over a couple of things that I've accomplished in the last week or so. Since I finally finished my 99 mining and smithing grind, I am back to doing some of the normal stuff I was doing on the account previously, mainly quests and task sets with some low-level PVM Slayer, stuff like that thrown in as we work towards getting our account up. Right now, my next kind of mini-ish goal is Branches of Darkmire, as well as like Prif kind of at the same time. Obviously Prif is much harder. I'm quite close to branches at this point in the account. I just needed, I think, the woodcutting, fletching, and slayer requirements. Since I've been doing POF, I don't need the farming done. But the first clips we have here are actually going to be at Dagannoth Kings, because I did have Dagannoth Slayer tasks still from a couple videos ago. I was doing some DKs and we finished up the task here in this video on the hunt for a D-hatchet for that woodcutting. So let's go ahead and start rolling the clips right now, and we will see what we get out of this this task of Dagannoth Kings here. So we have 52 left to go on the task, and we are just safe spotting wrecks here. It's quite easy to do, since when you start the instance they don't spawn right away and you can just run across and be safe. But unfortunately here we get another warrior ring, which really sucks. I was definitely not too happy with that, as you can see by my chat spam, but it could be worse, could be nothing at all. But the warrior ring is the third one we've had, and also the only drop we have had so far, so definitely not what we're looking for here at the DKs. And we are on, I'm pulling up the kill count here, 131 kill count, and we have 3 warrior rings only, which is unfortunate. Would have nice to get at least a B ring so we could have that, because a berserk ring is actually not bad. It's a hybrid ring in the EOC, and it makes it actually pretty decent. But look at the kill count here. It looks like this is about 25 or 30 kills later. We have another clip for you to check out, and just trying to finish off the wrecks, but definitely very safe over here. You still can't be hit by Prime or Supreme, and it's quite easy to lure him over after he spawns. Spawns pretty quick if you're on fastest speeds as well. But you'll see here we actually get another warrior ring, which is very unfortunate. The 4th one now, and no D-hatchet, no B-ring, nothing good that we're actually here for. So definitely not ideal at all, but we picked that up, and this trip is nearly coming to a close, it looks like. I was able to do a whole hour. I mean, the Spinalips actually seem to stop spawning when you're in the, like, they just spawn once when you first start, and then if you kill all of them that are in there, they won't spawn more, so you don't even have to worry about them or the poison or anything like that. They're pretty much a non-factor in DKs nowadays, since they only spawn once and you can easily kill them between spawns, at least when you're doing solo Rex. But here we have another Rex kill, and we actually get ourselves the Berserker ring this time, which is not too bad, but it did shine the beam, so I thought it was the hatchet. And I also thought that the B ring wasn't that good until I picked it up, and then I kind of realized it is definitely gonna be my best in slot ring for a bit here, at least until I get 85 defense and can use my Asylum Surgeon's ring. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but still, it is not what we were here for. And then in this next clip, I think it was 1 or 2 kills after the B ring, I got a D hatchet, and whenever I get a drop, I stop my recording and then start it again, so I know that the clip that I finished has a drop in it. And I just forgot to restart the recording after, like, 2 kills after the B ring, and got the hatchet, of course. But right at the end of the task, we basically got like back-to-back drops, or like within 2 kills of each other. It took us 175 total kills to get the hatchet, and that is a bit unlucky for the actual drop rate of the hatchet itself, but we got a lot of other drops, so not super unlucky. But yeah, unfortunate that I missed the recording on that, but still very happy to get that. And now we have all the items from Rex aside from the pet, and we only have 6 Dagannoths left, so I finished up that task and came away with the D hatchet that we were hoping to get. So I'll be using that to get 76 woodcutting for Branches of Darkmire, and that's also a Prif requirement, which is 75, and we will be not having to worry about woodcutting for a while, because at least until we get a crystal hatchet, I'd say. Next couple clips here are going to be some task set completions that I figured I'd throw in here. The first one we have is the Varrock medium tasks, which are an absolute nightmare because you have to catch 100 rats with your cat, which was a huge pain in the ass. And then I had to shoo my cat away so I could get a new kitten from Gertrude, which was not the most fun thing. But yeah, definitely don't really like the cat and rat system in the game and how it like freezes you in place and all that. But we got it done for the Varrock Armor 2, which isn't really all that useful for me. I mean, I think it has some smithing bonuses and stuff, but we're just going to throw that 5k XP for a summoning level to 53. But yeah, the Varrock Armor 2, not super useful, but I just want to get these task sets out of the way as soon as possible. The next one we have here is going to be the Mauritania Legs 2 as well, I believe. We're just teleporting to the Ectofunctus here. I think Robin in Port Phasmates is the one who gives you these rewards. And this one's a little bit decent. I'm pretty sure it makes the mushroom patch in, or well, at least nearby to Canaphis immune to disease, which is obviously very nice, although I'm not really going to be growing too much there until I get Morchella mushrooms unlocked. I don't know what farming level that is, but it's probably a little bit off for me. Well, maybe not too far, I'm not sure exactly. But we're going to use this one on summoning once again. I'm kind of just like using on summoning, herblore. Those are the main two, but I don't really, define which ones I use it on every single time. So yeah. Oh, Morchella Mushroom's only 74 farming, so I definitely could be taking advantage of that pretty soon. And if I ever want to use it for getting bitter cat mushrooms for like some fairy ring that you need it for, I'll be happy to have the immune to disease edition. But yeah, that was the Mauritania tasks. I don't remember anything about them being too annoying, but definitely nothing compared to the Varrock medium tasks. And for the last task set of this video, we have the Fremenic medium tasks as well. This one wasn't too bad either, I don't think. And we get the Fremenic Sea Boots level 2. Obviously the main thing you want with these is the level 4 version that lets you note bones at Dagonoth Kings, but nice to get this one. I don't believe there's anything too exciting about it. I think we gain favor quicker at Miscellanea, which will be nice to have, but we got 54 summoning from that, as well as a combat level to 114, pretty sweet. And the next clip we have here is going to be some live commentary, and then we'll have a little bit of post commentary for the very end. Alright guys, so we are here at the Choking Ivy, and I'm about to hit a pretty nice woodcutting level of 76, which is going to be one of the requirements I need for the branches of Darkmire. And the main reason I'm actually getting it right now is because I wanted to do Desert Treasure as my next quest, which apparently the Stranger, the guy who can possibly spawn when you have the gems on you, can be a bit dangerous in the quest. I have actually never in my life encountered him any of the times I've done the quest, and I've probably done the quest like 6 or more times by this point across all my accounts on RS3 and Old School. Never seen the Stranger once, but I'm not really too worried about the quest. Shouldn't be too threatening for me, especially with my high HP and magic level. But I actually need magic logs to do the quest, and I don't know why, but on my other Iron Man, I never, or like even on any other time I did this on an Iron Man, I think it must be only that one other time, because I'm not quite at DT for Old School yet. Although I don't really play on my Old School hardcore that much anymore, but I just remember already having the magic logs, and I definitely wasn't the right woodcutting level, and for some reason my mouse is deciding not to work, but I definitely wasn't 75 woodcutting when I did Desert Treasure on my original Iron Man, or maybe I was, I don't know, because I did go for branches quite early. I don't remember exactly, but still, that is 76 woodcutting, and obviously at 75 we can cut the magic logs we need. We need 12 magic logs for the quest, Desert Treasure, and we should be all good on everything else that we need to get for that. But that is one of the requirements for branches, and I actually have some fire spirits here. I basically did Acadia logs in in Menaphos until 68, and then I just did the IV to 76. I've never been a big fan of woodcutting. It's pretty similar to like how mining used to be before the mining and smithing rework, like the way you used to train mining if you were, lazy and didn't want to do granite or, crystallizing stuff like that. You would do gold in the living rock caverns, and it was kind of similar, but the mining was better because you could drop the bars or ore you were getting with your hotkeys. But on woodcutting, you can't drop the logs with hotkeys because it's like craft and stuff. So I was mostly dropping them just by dragging out of my inventory. But then I have been doing a bit of woodcutting on mobile, and I was doing the fire making instead, because it'd be really annoying to drop stuff on mobile. So I was just fire making those instead, and I'm now 61 fire making. But from this point on, I pretty much won't be training my woodcutting at all until I get the Deadliest Catch quest done, and then I'll be going to 99 at Teaks on Apatol for planks for construction, because I don't think there's any other reason for me to train from there. And I also won't go there until I have a crystal hatchet from Prif, because that'll just make it a bit better. 75 woodcutting is actually also one of the requirements for Plague's End, of course, so that is our second one of those off the long list of 75s we need. We now have woodcutting and mining, but yeah, other than that, I guess I'm just gonna go head off now and do Desert Treasure. Let's see what we get from these. Nothing too great, really, but still, I figured I'd pick those things up when I saw them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're going to head off now to do Desert Treasure. Alright, you guys, we are here for, like I said in the last clip, the Desert Treasure quest, and we managed to finish off that woodcutting, which was nice to get out of the way. And we finished the quest here by talking to Asandra. Really iconic quest. It's pretty easy still nowadays, but before when the EOC first came out, they hadn't adjusted the boss's health, and their health was so low it was like insanely easy to complete the quest. But they've actually increased their health now, although it is still quite easy, especially with my high magic level. We get 3 quest points, 20k magic XP, and then obviously ancient magics, and very conveniently the bandit camp lodestone is now unlocked, which is nice to have. But once again, I didn't encounter the stranger once at all during my quest. I've never encountered him, like I said in my woodcutting clip, and I don't know, I guess I never will. I don't know if it's like super rare to see him or what, but I was a little nervous because the wiki says he can hit 5Ks, which I don't know if that's true or not, but that would have been a little scary. I was always ready with like a teleport if I needed to get out quick, but that is actually going to be the end of this episode of the Progress series, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. It was a pretty nice one. We managed to get ourselves the Dragon Hatchet from Dagonoth Kings, as well as the Berserker Ring, which we can use for our ring slot for the time being. Also completed quite a few nice little task sets there. Smashed out a lot of woodcutting levels to get the requirement for branches, and then banged out one of the more iconic quests in the game, good old Desert Treasure. In the next video, we're going to be continuing on basically getting back into the questing grind for the most part. Definitely going to be trying to go for like Prif and branches pretty soon. Once I get branches done, I can also get into doing some barrows as well to try and perhaps get some Arums, which would make me feel a little more confident about going for some Zami God Wars, although ideally I would like to have a War Tortoise before heading there, because otherwise it'll be pretty long or pretty short trips for the amount of time it'll take to get the kill count stuff, and that's at 67 summoning, so a bit of a ways off on that. Could go with the Terror Bird, but we'll have to wait and see if I get lucky at barrows in the near future. Thanks for checking out the video, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.